You only become a cleric if you have at least 3 healing spells.
All right. So you were over at the Met Cave. I'm pointing the wrong thing. You're over at the Met Cave over here after investigating the Goblin massacre. Mm-hmm. And the Goblins got massacred. That needs to be clarified. Most of the Goblins massacred people. And investigating what had happened there. Harry got captured by the Mech-Man. And so you went back and find Harry, and you ended up in the southeast corner of the Dwarven Lands. What, if you were paying attention, would have been called the Red Cave.
The Red Cave.
Red Cave?
Red Cave. So, I got
you call it that because you pushed the red button to get there.
Yeah.
Right. So you went back into the Red Cave in order to try and rescue Harry, and you ended up coming out at the Yellow Cave, which is now way over here on the west side of the continent.
The Yellow Cave.
And at the Yellow Cave, you decided to camp out at the Yellow Cave and wait for Karazi to show up, who went to Kor.
Because it's nice there.
Right. And you can, if we want to go to the city, you guys can go to Kor. If you don't want to go to the city, we can just have Karazi meet you at the Mech Cave.
I want to go to Kor.
Want to go to Kor?
What are you going to do there?
Shop.
Shop?
Wait, the Yellow Cave
Going
took
to
us
do another
where?
shopping
The Yellow
episode.
Cave took us where?
Yellow Cave to the southwest corner of the
Southwest
western Dwarven Lands.
I want to see if the pig arm is still on discount.
And the
let's
Red
stock
Cave
up
is the
and then we
southeast
sell.
corner?
I'm sorry?
The
Red Cave is on the southeast
Southeast
corner
corner.
of the eastern Dwarven Lands.
and the southwest corner of the western Dwarven.
Okay. While you're meeting Karazi and Kor,
And now
is that what we're doing?
we're gonna go to Kor and meet Karazi.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. Okay.
And
I was
I
just
guess
chilling.
he'll just be...
Right. You'll be shopping.
What? Oh, shopping.
It's oversleeping at the end.
So all of this it's all of this reset, right?
Yeah, so everybody's got multiple long rests in order to travel to Kor.
No more exhaustion.
No more exhaustion.
No more exhaustion.
Don't have to do that.
While you're in Kor, Poindexter sends out a letter that looks like you were just CC'd, asking if you were interested in
CC'd?
a contract.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, really?
Asking if you were interested in a contract with the North Koreans, guys from North Kor.
Yep, we've been there.
Yeah.
I'm sure we have.
Their army has beaten back the space fungus to a single cave, but they can't use their range advantages that they're using on the planes in order to get into the cave and defeat the space fungus. So it's the last bastion of space fungus, and they need some specialists to come in and destroy the space fungus.
My fire attacks don't work good on them.
I know, yeah. Does anybody have cold something or
I have
other?
one
I'm a
cold
melee
spell.
person, so
Do you
can
have
we
a
pass
cold
on that
away to
one?
cold?
We
There's a
can't
cold.
change our cantrips, right?
No.
Right.
Then no, I have no cold spells.
I know. Do we just pass on that and say, hey,
What's our other choice?
yeah,
You have a
yeah.
cold
We
spell,
can
right?
say, hey,
Cantrip,
we don't have
frostbite.
anything.
That's what I thought.
We're not specialists in space fungus.
Is there another medal up for grabs?
Yes.
Do we care the fact that Harry is still MIA and we're gonna lose
Right.
demons?
And also you say one that says Harry escaped on his own.
Wait, we see another note that says Harry escaped on his
Yeah,
own.
Harry escaped on his own. The mechs were transporting him from the east, the
Red Cave?
Oh,
no
okay,
Med
from
Cave,
that area.
Met Cave East,
Where we
right?
were
Where
also.
they were first Met Cave. They were transporting him back to the demon's tunnel, the friend door,
Do we know?
the police door, not friend. The
Wait.
answer's not friend.
we know where that.
You know where that is. And he escaped and made his way back to Riverhead by changing into a small rodent with some assistance from Slavbaj, who felt bad for Harry being tortured by the Mechman.
Huh. So Harry's at Riverhead.
Right.
So we
But-
went back to the mechs.
But Harry knows that the Mechman had been farming blood from him on a daily basis, pulling out almost to death, which is why it took him so long to escape. But they were transporting him back to the demon's cave with all the blood they'd pulled out of him so far. But he escaped, but he was unable to do anything about the blood stock that they had already taken away. But he made it back to Riverhead.
Getting all 20s out of it.
I do that already.
Then also, Poindexter says if you guys are interested in continuing, he would like you to map out all of the mech caves, as obviously the mechs have been building more caves. So you can either go investigate what's going on at the Demon's Cave, or you can map out the rest of the mech caves, or you can help the North Koreans with the space fungus.
The Demon's Cave? What is that?
Isn't the Demon Cave really, really dangerous, or
I don't know. We would have to go in there.
You
and
don't know
find
anything
out,
about it
but,
from-
I mean, I don't know if,
from anybody else?
Honestly,
Demons could've gotten
I have
stronger.
no idea. I mean, I'm gonna guess that's kind of like a bad thing.
Like, are we under level to go there? I don't know.
Who knows? So are we in core currently, or are we making our way still?
Core.
Is there a library in core?
Is there a what?
A library?
Are you looking for
Yes.
some books?
He's trying to get Will.
No.
Will
Yes.
time to read.
He wants to sell some stuff.
Are there any research books on interactions between bags of holding?
Oh, interactions.
No, there's nothing. No arcana kind of stuff. In fact, the only museum there seems to be just the history of core, and and it's called the Tragedy of Koreans.
Would I know anything about how bags of holding work in this world?
Yeah.
Like how?
Like in your bag of holding class, they said don't stick a bag of holding in a bag of
But
holding.
what happens when you?
Well, what happened?
Every time.
It opens a portal to the astral plane.
But you can't swap
If I go
planes
to-
in this world.
if I
How does
go
that
to the
work?
south, I
It
always
swaps
buy
you to the
because I
edge.
like cherry
The Koveve actually doesn't. The Koveve, the size of the Koveve's influence isn't just in the world. It's just outside the world. So if you try to travel to anywhere in the astral plane, you end up in a very sliver and yet mildly infinite
Can you get out?
portion of the astral plane, and it's the same with Plane of Chaos and the Feywild and Shadowfell.
So-
So you can get to them, but you can't get to any of the famous pieces. For example, you're prevented from traveling to Mechanus because you have to go through the astral plane to get to Mechanus, and you can only get so far into the astral plane before you run into basically what feels like the end of the plane. But that's a very high concept. But you can't get to Mechanus.
Okay.
So if you have, for example, a device that says travel to Mechanus and you activate it, you just end up in a random spot in the astral plane, which would be
Closest.
along the path
Yes.
between you and Mechanus, but you're stopped there.
But is there a way for people to leave that little slight sliver?
Yes,
Okay. Without
they can travel back to. No, you can travel back to the prime material from the slivers.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can't travel further into the astral plane.
What happens if you put a bag of holding in a bag of holding in the astral plane?
That's a good question.
Would it explode?
It doesn't
But
necessarily
Would open
explode.
a portal to the astral plane,
Is that what you're trying to
and
do?
you're already there.
I can easily do that.
I think I could too.
After a long rest.
Yep, I can make a bag of holding portal every long rest. Actually, once I hit 6th level, I can technically.
That's good dice.
Theoretically, I could do it at level 4 as well, but pick 2.
It's a good story.
So you guys have a preference? That's the way one.
Actually, yeah, I think I can make every 2 turns.
Are the medals up for grabs for mapping out the Mechman caves?
No.
I want a medal. I think we should go deal with the.
With the demon? We should go with the demons.
No, not the demons. Oh God, no. That's a level 6. That's a level 6 thing. No, the fungus
We
guys.
should go die in the.
What are they called?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
This popcorn?
I'm not.
Fungus people?
Fungus. They grow up, like a plant, like a flower.
They're a fungi.
No, that's a
They're
different
fun
thing. This is a
guys.
different thing.
No,
Don't do that.
That's
Don't do that.
Magnolia. So you vote for fungus?
I'm not sure who that is.
I'm pretty sure it was a person.
I think it's 2 people.
It is.
And a
Maybe cat.
chicken?
No, it's a cat.
It's a cat.
I get those confused sometimes too. It's okay.
They look very similar.
So space fungus? You don't want to map out the
Space fungus or
Wait, which one do we
Are there
get
medals
from?
involved with
demons?
everything else, just not the mapping out?
No, the there's enough gold in the mapping out the mech caves that they don't feel a need to offer metals on top of that.
Yeah, I'll go
because
for
that's what I
metal.
was
I'll
gonna
go for
say.
metal to fungus.
Because that's
the
what I was
fungus.
gonna
I
say.
want a metal.
If you just want money, what are you gonna say? Let's get some
We
money.
need a feet.
Those are like the feet.
We need 6 luckies. We need 6
Okay.
luckies. I want lucky.
The
We'll do
metal's
for 6
what?
luckies.
We
The
don't want
metal.
Yeah.
Who's gonna wrestle for it?
Actually,
What about
there's another feat that I really want. That's probably
There's
better than
going to be
like-
basically no treasure for defeating
I
the
was all
space
wondering,
fungus, so that's why they're offering the metals.
Yeah,
What are you gonna
I'll
do?
go
I'm
fungus.
gonna add it to my list of like
Or you can have
16
cash.
of them.
The metals are
Yeah.
where
Point Dexter's
fungus?
really
No.
careful not to tell you how much he gets paid when he gives you a medal. So
I vote fungus.
Fungus among
There's a
Is
fungus.
there any way for me to buy anything that
Oh.
increases cold damage?
Yeah, can we buy anything
Can we buy
cold
something
related?
for hold
Cold
damage?
grenades?
I mean, what the heck? We
Something?
don't know.
We have found out that
Are there?
grenades
Is
do
there a way
not
to get
exist.
liquid nitrogen?
So yeah, is there
No.
magic shops
It's
around
like
here?
that.
yes, but not.
House kind of cold.
Yes, everything comes through Gouge Co though. So basically, the goblins will mail order
A
for you.
wand of cold something?
Oh yeah. So can we put a thing in our saddlebags and ask Poindexter if we can get some wand of fireballs or snowballs?
No,
Oh,
that's
Snowball?
frost something?
Snowball
That's gonna
wands?
cost like 10.
Snowball wands are 64,000. But yes,
Are there
Can he
snowballs?
loan us out
Yeah,
a couple
yeah.
of snowball wands?
Is it a snow fireball?
yeah, it just says 60.
I want the snow cone one.
Oh, it's a little weaker.
no. If you did any, it'd be cone of
Okay,
cold.
yeah, so
but that would
can-
literally be over 100,000.
Is there a lesser one that we can get that's less damage, like snow cone,
Snow cone?
where they add flavor?
We'll serve them snow cones.
What do we do? Like, yeah. Who was? Oh, Harry had frost.
I have sweat frost.
You have frost too?
I
I have
have
any
one.
cantrip I want.
I have a frost cantrip. That's it.
I have a list of the cantrips
Does
right here.
regular damage
All
do
of them in the
damage to
game.
them? I mean, can you
Yeah.
make
Yeah, regular
Yeah.
damage works.
No, they die pretty easily. We can go in. You just have to have cold to like kill the spots where they regenerate.
Oh,
Yeah, I
because
can't
it's just
fireball
cleanup.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't fireball.
Excess
Spread it.
damage
Yeah.
grows them,
Yeah.
so.
All right. So let's
I'll stay
travel
with
to
the
the fungi
How long would it
people.
take?
Diego has some coldy thing.
Yeah, he does.
I'm sure he does.
How long would it take me to craft a cantrip of, or a scroll of Ray of Frost
A scroll of Ray of Frost takes a day.
a day?
Yeah.
You want to stay for a day and
How much money does it cost though? Because there's gonna be a
Yeah.
value.
How much
you're
money
gonna
do
go
you have?
back into the
4,000?
Met Cave and
I'm
farm
not-
some
I'm a
tiles.
little
It,
bit.
it only costs 5 gold pieces.
Oh, there you go.
But why would you want to make a...
Because everyone can have frost damage then.
No, they can't use a scroll unless
Shit,
it's
you're
on their
right.
spell list.
It's on your spell list.
We need you to
No.
It's not. Well, it's on her.
put it in a little
Can't
jar
you spell
so we
it?
can throw
If
it.
you, could you originally have chosen Ray of Frost? I don't know.
Yes, because I had one druid cantrip that I could choose, and I was going back and forth between frostbite and
No, that's not,
Bonfire.
that's not your list.
Oh, not on
That's
this?
the
Then
middle
no.
list.
Well,
Cleric spells.
well, cleric or
No.
druid spells.
Yeah.
What's on?
Well, no, she can't.
Spells of
She can't
crap.
learn the... Cleric spells are crap. Whatever.
No.
Clerics are the best guys
No.
the whole game.
You use that fire thing a million times.
Deal with bonfire. I'm sick of
I
it.
haven't
It just
seen it in
doesn't
a
work
while
in this
though.
particular instance.
So I could cast you craft them. It doesn't actually matter.
Right.
We could kill them the old-fashioned way.
Let's just go kill me.
He has Ray of Frost.
Hit
Yeah.
them.
That's what I'm
You're a warlock, right?
Well, we don't have any AOE's.
No, I'm not.
Well, I
Aren't
have,
you a little bit of
I have
warlock?
shatter.
One level, which is
Yeah.
not enough.
Right. Oh, but you can't cast Ray of Frost.
You have some
either.
sort of a water thing? No?
Thunder wave or something.
There's no point in making a Ray of Frost
There's no
for this party. Because the only way it would be useful is if you couldn't cast Ray of Frost,
Which everyone
but
can.
it was on your list and you didn't choose it. But
Mhm.
he has it on his list and he chose it. You can change on one cantrip per day anyway, so you can just put it on your list.
So I can make any cantrip.
No one else can cast
Can
Ray
I
of Frost.
teach you my
so-
cantrip?
How much can I sell a cantrip scroll for?
Probably about 5 gold.
Wow.
So, there's low margins.
Yeah.
All right, everyone agrees fungus?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Get out the Cthulhu box.
Get out.
Need to buy any potions or healing or anything?
I would like to buy a what is that?
What's up?
Chaos healing?
No, a
So you got
shield.
the minis from
A
from
shield
last
cube
time. He
or-
pulled up his Cthulhu
Shield
box.
thing you put your
Shield
mouth.
biscuit.
Shield biscuit.
How much is a shield biscuit?
Oh, are there shield biscuits? Yeah.
Can I get
Yeah, there's
Oh, yeah, what
there's
biscuits
there's
do you want?
60.
Can I get a pencil?
They're
Yeah.
what?
Buy a whole bunch.
Shield biscuits are 60. Anybody can use a shield biscuit. Though.
Anybody can use this shit.
Hey, can people eat the shield biscuit?
Yeah.
Nice.
Can we have the pig?
The only problem with the shield biscuit is you have to have it in your mouth. So you can bite down on it.
You can't cast semantic spells, right?
And you can't cast anything that has verbal.
Or
But
is it
you
verbal
can
level?
fight with it in your mouth just
So buy me a couple of
Yeah.
the shield biscuits.
But you can't cast any spells.
Alright.
Right, I wouldn't do it,
Buy
I'm saying.
you a couple of shield biscuits.
Yeah.
Just put
Thanks.
all over.
How many did you get me? 2?
How about you buy everyone some?
Don't eat them for fun.
But the thing is, Dargon's never going to want to use a shield biscuit because then he can't cast spells because his mouth's full.
I won't do it.
Wait, how long is your mouth full for?
Until you use it.
Yeah.
Until it bursts.
So you have to have it in your mouth and it's there until you use it.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's no bueno.
You could take it out,
It's
but
great
it'd be all
for me.
foggy.
Because I
What
just
is
it? Put a new map in?
It
Yeah, we have to
would-
switch maps.
I'm going
I think
to,
the easiest way is going to be for
bite
you
down on my shield biscuit.
to move over.
Yeah.
It's verbal, right?
Temporarily.
You can't use verbal.
Yeah, you can't
I
use
just
any
keep it in my
verbal.
mouth like a.
I can
These
talk
all
with
have
them.
verbal on them.
Yeah,
Is there another map under there?
Yeah, I know. I couldn't find the map.
I like this.
Turns out it was underneath.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
My
not.
friend.
Oh, I don't think it's up. I thought it was attached.
No, there's
Other one
two,
who
two
did it.
pieces. They used to have one big piece, but
And
it was
my
so
other-
unwieldy.
Matt?
Having six claims.
That's our fungus map?
Homology.
Alright, this is the
magic.
fungus.
This is going to be a
And
Sudoku
I
puzzle?
long for something that I
Yeah,
forgot
it'll
and
be
then box
super
fire.
fun.
Do you need this thing?
Mage hand, not magic hand.
Excuse me.
I just leave it there for me.
Oh,
Oh, and you know what?
Can you learn Sapping Sting, friend?
What?
You
Can
guys
you learn
line up
Sapping
outside the
Sting?
door.
Oh, I see the entrance.
Probably not.
Space
I'm just
for
wondering if you have the ability as a
large parties with
As a
lots
what?
of pigs.
as a warlock.
Alright,
Well, first of all, that's a magic spell.
Ooh, there's extra crack there.
Yep.
Second of all, most
Yeah, you gotta
don't
get
allow
one
that,
every year,
but
so.
I don't think I have access to it. But it would be very,
Is that-
very good
No, we need to get
for
that in
anyone
the
to
belly.
have.
That is uncomfortable.
Oh, now I gotta fix this.
Oh, yeah.
No,
No, that's
That's
babe.
they mistake.
Oh, okay.
Animal Farm
I'm
is very
sorry.
different.
And you've only read Animal Farm once? It takes
Yeah.
like 20 minutes.
Oh, I was being to read in high school now. I'm reading.
We had to read that too.
Love that book.
And then we read 1984 right after.
That's a little longer.
That's the one about
That's a
books,
little
right?
longer.
1940
I know,
books?
but you read it at the same time, at least in our school.
Fahrenheit 451.
That's what I'm thinking of. Those are two kittens.
That same class we read like all the.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my goodness.
Oh my god. Oh, how are you? Are you gonna pee?
Pass
This
it
one's
around.
ours.
Wait, a chicken or a cat?
This is Charlie.
Huh?
Is that the one you're keeping?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I have two cats.
Surprised you're not up
Well, let's hear the
enough to
story.
hold cat.
So do we know?
I'm gonna eat my
This is
toy.
our new favorite.
Yeah, they're gonna get passed around. Yeah, they're gonna get passed around.
Well, how did you get these
Calm
cats?
down.
I'm gonna walk up and then pass
Calm
around.
down.
That dog's
Good, you don't-
Where's the mother?
We'll give you extra kitty time.
Oh. You have to bottle feed them?
I got
We
it.
did, but now they are weaned.
Oh my god. Do they have homes already?
Yeah, well, that one's mine. That's my mom's.
Oh.
It's not hard to get a cat.
No, it's not hard.
One of my cats would love a little kitten to play with.
Beat
It is
them
in China.
It's
Is it food? Or
We're open.
Did you say
up. Yes, he said food.
See, this is the one time when you want to have a big belly.
North
Because
the cat can just like.
you're so cute.
Also, evidently in Eastern Ukraine, there's a lot of missing dogs and cats.
that makes sense actually.
You're missing
The Russian
Charlie.
army's just like,
Like
They
Charlie's
didn't send us
son,
any
he's got
rations.
top stash.
get another
Oh
dog.
my god, so cute.
How much would it cost to cast to get a second
What are they
level?
now? Your mom?
Nimbus.
Oh wow.
Second level scroll?
Like 500.
Hello,
No.
buddy.
This is good
Super
stuff.
cheap.
Really?
Oh my god.
120. Oh.
I don't want to play D&D, I'm just going to sit here.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Can I cast, or would it take a day, or it'd take a little longer than a day, wouldn't it? That's the problem.
To make it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a week.
I can't remember. No.
Can they see really
I
good?
have third level's a week, so it's somewhere in between.
No.
How old are you, do you think?
Oh.
Always.
7.
Always. What are you doing?
Okay.
What's even the point of life? I'm out of here.
Did you want to?
I forgot to hand.
Yes.
I forgot to hand him to Ryan. Yes, I know you come over here.
Why is Graham holding the kid so long? What's going on here?
What are you talking about? It's a kid. It's like a baby, man. You just pass these things around because they're cute. They're like little puppies.
Puppies are cuter.
No, they're not. I don't think so.
Puppies are cute.
I mean, they're both cute, but I like cats.
I love cats.
Puppies also don't do this. Like puppies
Yes.
have to be in your
Like a
face. and
cat.
have
That's
to,
the
like,
point.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the point.
That's why I'm not a dog person.
Yeah.
How are you?
saying
Dogs are fine. They're great.
Dogs are great.
Dogs are really nice when somebody else has dogs and you
Sadie,
go
have you
visit
seen
and then
his
you go
eye?
home to your kitties.
Is there something? Does he have no eye?
Yep.
Yeah, he's missing an
He's
eye.
missing an eye.
Pistachio kitten.
What happened?
He was just born that way.
Yeah.
He was born with.
And that one's left eye is all cloudy and smaller than yours.
Oh, yeah, I saw
They
that.
probably didn't get
I
a
thought it was
lot
'cause
of
there's
food, you know?
Were they wildly fed? Or wild?
Were they like starving?
Did you go out in the
They're
wilderness
abandoned.
and hunt them?
They were abandoned. But
Oh man, look at his ears. What kind of a cat is that?
What kind of a
It's called a
cat?
feral cat.
No, they're all hiss a lot, but his not hissing.
These guys are scary.
Well, they didn't get to be feral.
Oh my gosh! Did we just?
No, that was only one claw.
I
That was
know,
only
but
one.
it sounded so bad.
Right, man.
It's like it's
He's
just gonna
swarming
come
you
right
up.
out.
yeah.
He is so cute. Look at that. Oh my god.
That one's all shaking and scared.
That was all shaky.
He was getting
That's
squirmy. He
fun.
wanted
Don't got
down.
it.
No, I mean just in general. Just new environment.
I know. What's
Oh,
up?
now I want a kitten.
That's how all the cats were when they came into the to be groomed.
Well, one of my cats really wants someone to play with, and the other cat's mean to it.
Oh,
And she really wants to play, and no one will do it.
yeah, you can find them on Craigslist.
But 3 cats is a lot more than 2 cats.
We'll do like this.
Yeah.
We'll put all our minis out and put
Like
the cats on.
double the
How
amount
about
of poop, and
And that's how much damage you take.
that? Whoever the cat attacks is dead. Like
Whoever.
when we put our
Go
minis
back,
on there.
hi,
because
buddy.
it's time.
I hope your eyes
Ready,
feel
set,
Because that's not good. Apparently kittens are really good at like healing. Like they're really good at like if they ever get hurt, they heal really fast.
Cats heal quickly?
Yeah,
They can regenerate their tails.
Kittens do.
like a lizard.
They can regenerate their tails.
Like lizards.
When they're young, they're similar to lizards or starfish.
Starfish. Wait, can you cut a cat in half and you have 2 cats?
Yes.
Worms.
Let's test it.
this is not a Schrödinger cat situation here.
It's Schrodinger's cat. Oh, that guy, he doesn't have cats.
I'm sure they know about that. So you put a cat in a box, you know what it is? Pissed.
Or having a great time.
Depending, yeah.
Yeah, well, if it was
Yes,
their
you're right.
idea, not if it's your idea.
Do we know how long it will take to make a level 2 ghost?
No, I'm sorry, no.
No, you're fine. I don't know if you were looking it up or not.
No, I'm
I'm gonna cast some shadows. I use that spell. I feel like who else can know shatter?
Not me.
I say it's not on my list.
Oh, I can go invisible now.
That's neat.
Well, now that we're not around the
You can cast shatter if you have sex. If you well,
if I'm a second level warlock
no, I think because it's on your spell list. You don't.
as a warlock, you mean? Oh, if I had a scroll.
If I gave you a scroll,
Yes,
you
I
could
could.
cast it.
Yes. It's on the spell list. That's a benefit of taking 1 level of warlock.
Grant could not. It's not a. I think
The most I multi-class
Grant
is
could cast
4
it.
classes.
But the problem with shatter, it's not very good because it's a what would you call it? A save. And save
So
DC
it's
would be,
frostbite.
it'd be 13.
Frostbite is the same too.
No, it's not. Oh, frostbite. I'm thinking right. Frostbite.
All right. So we're going to core after Matt finishes shopping.
How many biscuits did you get?
I can't. What? How many? What?
How many show biscuits?
None.
Let's just say 2.
No,
Out of
it's
your
good.
money.
A whole bunch. Wait, who has party money?
I have.
Oh,
party
you
money.
He has
need
party
a
money.
potion.
I'd like 2 shield
Roll me
biscuits.
the-
Thank
Party
you.
money.
You should
I
buy a
do
whole
not
bunch.
know.
I saved your
2
life.
shield biscuits.
I've given you
Do
very
a
potions.
160.
No, you're not.
You should just buy a whole bunch and then keep them
Grazi gave me one.
future stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna. Should we split party money currently?
No, just
let's
buy
just wait.
buy a whole bunch of biscuits and leave them for later.
Just put them in the fund, whatever.
Do they accept Electrum?
Yes.
Yeah, they accept everything.
Everything except.
What? MasterCard.
Even stones. Got any stones?
Actually, I
If you
realized
got enough of them.
I realized
Keep telling
yesterday
these guys, pick up rocks.
I played all games that I like, and I laughed in every game.
Really?
Yeah, I told really good jokes.
You like the crypto?
Yes.
We couldn't
But I
even
told
see
really
you.
good jokes in every game, and so I
Are you
was
sure
laughing
about
at
that?
it. Yes, I did. You were
Oh,
laughing too.
That was
You were
awesome.
laughing too.
I didn't hear you did crypto jokes.
You weren't on our side.
Oh man, yeah. Wow.
I
had
couldn't
a
even
good
see
time.
you guys. That was weird.
That was gonna be interesting.
You missed all the fun.
I know I did. Thank you for rubbing it in.
It was like a perfect game.
Even I was there.
It was a perfect
I
game.
know.
I know.
I had a lot of fun.
Perfect.
Was the cat
Bye,
fun? Was the cat fun?
Oh, they're cute. Cohen accepted me as a human because she made biscuits in my hair this morning.
Oh, like this?
Yeah. My sister got a new cat, so I was cat sitting this weekend. But the tiny cat, what they do is when you're
How
waking
much
up,
is
she
it
makes
cost?
biscuits like in your hair.
Biscuits.
A crossbow of frost?
No.
My hair didn't love
Actually,
it,
yes.
but-
You're selling the crossbow of whispers. How much is the
Yeah,
crossbow
we
of
don't-
whispers worth?
Oh wait, you're not.
Let's trade for a crossbow of frost.
Oh wait, it might be. Yeah.
When I watch my sister's cat, it wakes you up by licking your head while you're sleeping. It just sits there and licks your head for like 15 minutes, and I'm like,
Where'd you get these crossbows?
Because I don't want to wake up right now.
You have a lot
What?
of mindless channel.
Where'd they get them?
Yeah, they're saying
I've
they
been
love
holding on to them
you.
for a while from the exotic goblins.
The goblins think I killed.
Yeah, the
The
goblins.
goblin made cut.
And I also have short swords as well.
Yep.
You just give me
Make a charisma.
Okay.
Persuasion.
Okay.
Or performance, whichever you prefer.
Use your charisma.
Hold on. What can I do about this?
Should I go and use my charisma?
Do you have better charisma?
I got a +8.
Can I have him talk?
No, wait. Plus
Can
11.
Can he
Can I
help
have
you?
him talk?
I use
Uh-huh.
expertise on that one.
Yes, have him talk.
Okay.
Who are we talking to?
We're
Talking
selling
to
stuff.
the guy at Gougeco who's you're
Trying to
trying
gouge
to
us.
sell crossbows and short swords
Yeah, crossbow whispers.
that are obviously goblin made. And it's a bit curious where you got them. And that's why you're making a persuasion roll.
All right.
Well, he's going to buy them. Just depends on how shady he thinks it is what he's going to offer you.
25.
25.
Whoa.
Yeah. So he'll give you 6 gold pieces for the short swords.
You like,
And 15, right? Yep. And 15 for the crossbows. 6
Okay.
and 15.
And how much for the crossbow whispers?
For the crossbow whispers, he's willing to throw in another 50, so 65 altogether.
I can do 150. I mean, he can do 150.
No, that's what I said.
I know. 60.
65.
70.
Still 65. Don't really see any need for crossbow whispers, but somebody might want it for parties.
Having weird parties over here, man. I don't like core.
Oh my god.
So how much for the broken crossbow I have? I cast mending on it one time.
I have mending too.
If you just put it in the pile, he'll pay you for it because he won't notice.
So plus another, how much was that?
15.
15.
So I wrote that down because I knew he was going to remember. What did you say? Because he wants me to say a bigger number. Part of the negotiation.
Yeah.
And I'm also, okay. Who can cast Cure Wounds?
Me?
You, me,
That's it.
that's it.
You
I'm
can't-
gonna hold on these. He can, obviously. I know the cleric can. Because I have 2 scrolls of them.
You can cast, cut, and paste.
When you said cut at first, I was like, is that Pokemon? Is it Pokemon?
No.
I love cut in Pokemon.
I gave you a scroll shielding, right?
Yes.
I have one too.
Yeah.
I give you 1/1. Cool.
And his favorite spell is either Rapier or Eldritch Blast.
Yes, it is true. It is one of the. I think I've done that every time. Yeah, one of those two. Oh no, you forgot Green Flame Blade.
That's a good one.
I also have Invisibility and Disguise Self.
I also have those. Yeah, those are cool.
Disguise.
I will not use them.
I was thinking about this character.
How much
And
can
then
I
I
get for
realized
50 GP worth of ruby
And this
dust?
character is
50
basically,
GP.
as far as the background,
That-
and I didn't realize that
Gyms
when I
are
made it.
just
It's
direct
basically
sell.
like Lock of War. It's like more. It's like more
So you can't use
charismatic
that
than
money.
one level warlock. Because he used to do like griffs, and that's what he used to disguise.
How far is it from North
comprehend
Core
languages,
to
and
the
then
fungus
just, like,
cave?
fake seals and rings and stuff
150 miles.
to do stuff. And I was like,
How do
oh,
you-
okay, yeah. I didn't realize because I made this right before.
I remember
That's
from
what it
last
is.
time he said.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't know how far it was. It was 150
Well, you've
miles.
never been to the cave.
Oh, you're right.
We've never. Yeah,
152.
It's just a little bit past
Yes.
where you were before. Okay, good. So it takes 3 days on cave. That's all it matters.
And I have a
So you guys show the core.
Yeah.
Meet up with Peraza coming off the Circle Trend. She's like, we can get medals if we do this thing in North Korea, and let's go there. Instead of messing around with, it's North Core. It shouldn't be called North Core. They're called Koreans, but it's North Core. We go North Core. And we can get medals, we should do that. And he says, let me go shopping first. So then you start shopping. And you take Ziega with him because he's good at negotiating.
Blending in.
I'm gonna sit here with Steve the entire time he's gone. Be like, this man's wasting my valuable time.
Time means
And you
nothing.
get this medal, and then I need to get another medal.
Time means nothing. to
We
me.
should do that. And then after that, get another medal.
Okay.
Dibs on Lucky.
Until you get to the point where you're like, you know what we should do? Get some money. Then you go do that. So,
Oh yeah, we will need that too.
Listen, I need these buffs on my strength and my wisdom. I'm trying to get this up.
What are your stats?
17 and 17.
Weak.
Oh,
Frustrating.
wow.
17. That's rough.
So I'm like, I need another medal.
And you don't get ASIs till level 8, right? So
Uh-huh.
It's level 8.
8?
That's a
Four,
long
you-
way
My
away.
wisdom
you
is
get-
crap, though.
you get plus
That's
one.
months
You get
and
two
months.
plus ones
You
at
get-
level 8.
As
So
a
just
warlock,
looking
it's
at
No, yeah, you
it's
get
what
some
I
other
use though.
class
Mm.
feature at level
Yeah.
6. Yeah, yours is actually lame at level 6 though. It's,
Path feature, what the heck is that?
yeah, well, you could choose
But
one of
also
those
as a
animals.
hexblade. This is what everyone uses it for.
Yeah, except
You
the
get
level
to choose
6
a
ones are all
weapon,
kind of
which
lame.
I choose the rapier.
Like the level 3 ones,
Instead of
where
using
you got the bear
my
totem, that's
dexterity, I
awesome.
use my charisma.
But compared to that, all the level 6 ones are like, man.
Stupid kinda, because I have mine at 20. So basically, I'm just
So you
using
take
that.
the circle
One
trans
modifier is
North
like
Core,
to the rapier, so it's like
Yep.
worth it.
and you meet with a representative from the North Korean Army. And I should just say North Core Army. I should get this straight. The North Core Army, and he's going to escort you out to the North Core Army camp. Along the way, he's telling you about all the fantastic battles that he's heard about, right? But he tries to act like he's responsible for all of it, but you realize he's just a flunky and kind of like bragging on other people's.
Does he have any medals?
No, he doesn't have any medals.
No respect.
Well, we
Right, but as a runner for the army, he's got lots of news, and so he talks about all the battles and how they had some losses early on, but then they figured out if you stand far enough away and use longbows, you can kill the fungus easy, and all the bowmen killed all the fungus, and then they used some. They had some spellcasters go in and clean up the fungus, and so now they're sieging the last cave where the fungus has holed up, and every time fungus exits the cave, they shoot them at long range and take them out, and that's been going on for a couple days. Every time they try to send a group in, they get slaughtered.
Ooh.
So they're just hanging out outside and containing the problem. But of course, it's very expensive for the city of North Core, and they don't want their whole army out there in the field because they have to pay the reservists and buy arrows, and so that's why they want somebody to come in and clear the cave and defeat the space fungus once and for all.
So they said, hire some idiots, allies to help us.
yeah.
It's pronounced monster bait.
Monster bait.
Yes.
That sounds like it could be something.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Did you guys see the big monster before?
I think so. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, we were scared of those.
No, we haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I haven't actually fought the big
Oh,
one.
is this newer? Did you just print these?
No, those are from Cthulhu Wars.
Oh,
Cool.
oh, this-
So when you get there, you see one of these big monsters, advancing across the field, and 100 bowmen just pew 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 pew, filling it full of arrows until it dies, and then some casters run up and clean the ground.
How long does the? How many casters are there? Can I see like how many casters there are? Like just milling about.
Yeah, there's a team of 2 in this sector.
Mm-hmm.
But if you talk to them, they'll tell you there's basically a team of 2 all the way around
How many?
360 degrees.
Can I get a total?
12.
12. How long does the cold of the? I'm assuming they're casting Frostbolt or not Frostbolt, whatever.
Ray of Frost?
Ray of Frost.
Mm-hmm.
This one?
How
It
long
tells me
does
to roll
the
for chaos
temperature
magic.
drop last for that?
And to use my telekinetic.
Oh, it only lasts a few seconds.
We
You
start
kind
with
of,
And is it
Getting
magical?
to
Does it
roll
go
chaos
away
magic, so
magically?
Made a little tent, it says.
it makes the
It's just a
stuff
reminder.
cold,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but only
it's
causes damage instantaneously, and then starts warming up, and there's no more damage.
Because I'm thinking we could just have them Ray of Frost into the cave and just try and cool off the whole cave itself.
Right.
Physically, just like continuously cast into the cave.
They could do the entrance, basically.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, it would cool the whole cave.
What?
Can we convince them to come in behind us and to do our cleanup for us as well?
No.
Are you sure?
Alright.
Everyone who's gone into the cave died.
How much
They
is
don't
They
even
don't want to go in the
How much
cave.
are they getting paid? I'm gonna ask around and try and figure out how much they're getting paid per day.
They're going to pay 2 gold pieces a day.
That's a lot.
And they're not fighting anybody. That's just for cleanup.
Make that triple.
Can we hire
Did I
mercenaries to come
mention
with us?
everyone who's gone in the cave has died?
Time.
Let's hire some frost casting mercenaries.
We're
That's
trying
what we're
to.
trying to
Right.
And they're $2 gold a day?
They're getting 2 gold a day for cleaning up fungus patches. They're not doing any fighting.
50 gold for a day, for 1 day, and we're done.
Plus all the mushrooms you can carry.
No, the 2 that you're talking to said definitely no. You might check with some of the other guys.
100.
But he's like, yeah, I'm only here because
Give them some of the spare towels.
I'm only here because the city of Korra called. I'd rather be at home making ice cubes. That's my business.
Make ice cubes. Hey, that's a lot of money in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's called cave guys.
You gotta be fancy to make ice cubes.
Can we threaten his family if he doesn't have?
I'll burn your ice cube business to the ground.
You want to keep that business, don't you?
Roll to threaten.
You have some very nice looking kids. It'd be a shame if something happened to them.
And they don't have any skills anymore.
Intimidation?
Or
I got a
snow
plus 8 on
cones.
intimidation.
It's got a +8 on
Who's
intimidation.
this movie other?
It'd be better to persuade. It's a plus 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
Those are all charisma based.
What do you guys,
Or I could do a
What's
performance.
your guys' opinion
That's also
on
a plus 8.
mold earth into the cave side
What
of
would
it
that do?
and make towards the back?
What will it do?
What?
We can make our own tunnel through the cave.
Trying to tunnel into the cave.
Tunnel like.
If you do it, I'll follow you.
I mean, yeah.
The problem is we don't want to. Once we get there, we're just surrounded.
If you're in an area of loose earth, the
That's
red
enough.
mold earth.
I'm just basing off the list here. I'm pretty sure.
I'm
No,
sure
I had people do this before. Hey, we'd like to go in the back of the dungeon. Okay, well, mold earth says if you are in an area of loose earth, you can excavate it.
Okay, maybe mold earth won't
and
work.
It's not. It's not loose earth.
Well, then for future reference,
They would have dig for a
any
couple
loose
hours
earth
and
anywhere?
then find
Have
out
you
it
seen
doesn't work.
dirt in
Have we ever seen loose earth anywhere at any point in
Yeah, I
our
don't know.
lives?
Yeah,
Are we
the
staying in
soil
the
in,
field?
yeah, the soil in general is loose dirt.
Okay.
So you could probably dig down about 10 feet.
10
Enough
feet,
for your
that's pretty
grave.
good.
Yeah, be buried.
I only
Build
need
yourself a
to
little
Grave.
grave.
Oh, trench?
A little trench. Yeah, it'd be great for trenches.
Alright, let's go attack these.
Yeah, we gotta just go ahead on. I'm just trying to think of what cantrip to take. Well, there's the obvious one.
You mean frostbite?
Also, I'm curious now,
Right
with
first.
non-combatant, which one of these can we use? What's the point where we lose that bonus? if that makes any sense.
I'm sorry, yeah, you'll have to start all over. You lost me.
Have mounted mounted now, right? So anything that's what our size or smaller, you get
Oh,
a
right,
big jump.
right.
Yeah.
Your size is smaller. Oh,
Which of those
So-
does that stop on?
this one
That one.
is the only one that it works on.
God damn it. Okay.
The rest are large or huge.
Alright, this is one.
How does
Thank
that
you.
work? Is it your mount? You have to be equal?
You have to be mounted, and your mount has to be larger than your target.
And is that biggest one? Are they large or
Huge.
the biggest one is huge?
Right, the others are large. So all the ones you fought were large.
So
But you just saw a huge
hypothetically-
one get killed.
hypothetically, enlarge the pig,
Yeah.
the giant pig, it's a huge pig,
It's gonna be a huge pig,
which would be equal.
which would be larger than the large pigs. The large fungus.
We need our ballistas.
Do you have to be larger or you can't be equal?
Yeah, it has to be larger.
There's only one huge.
There's only one huge
Yeah.
at a time.
Why is that?
Because I have one. That's how this works. I mean,
So it takes a lot of fungus to make one that big, man. Like, don't ask questions.
it does take a lot of fungus. I've written down right here.
All right, let's send the owl in first.
Yeah.
See what's up, owl.
Let me see.
Go look around, see what the heck's going on in there.
He
Are
doesn't
we
wanna
going
do-
to
he
start?
doesn't wanna do
And
it.
can
Are
we
we
assume
starting
that, like,
out over there?
We're here.
Okay,
Cool,
he
it's
heard
still,
he heard the
sniping
casters
off
talking
people
about
as they come
everybody's
on,
on their
Not
time.
as we approach.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do
Yeah.
it. He doesn't want to do it. He told me no.
You said it's too dangerous?
Yeah.
I thought he loves danger.
No, he does not. That's
I
why
don't
he
think
flies
he
away
does.
every time.
Yeah, he does.
It's like, I love
This
you.
guy's kind of lumpy.
Poor Al, he's gonna come down.
Oh, yeah, where's all your miniatures? You,
Oh, yeah,
you
we're
leave yours
gonna-
here,
we
right?
don't
Why
have-
not? Why the hell would I take it home?
To paint it?
To paint it,
Nail
yes.
polish?
Are you actually painting it?
No, he's not.
I think about it every day.
Oh,
I
okay.
think about it every day.
But I don't know where to do it. I don't have room.
Oh, I did just order.
Do
a
you
new
have? Oh, you don't
for
have
my owl guy.
I have all the paints, all the brushes, all the
But you
everything.
haven't
I need
had
to
to.
looking,
But I have no place
but
to
I
set
can't
it
have it
up.
painted when it gets here.
Oh, purple.
You're just gonna get here, and you're gonna have paint it, and his isn't gonna be painted yet.
I don't paint that fast.
Oh, okay.
I liked what's
He's
his
been
name?
painting for 4 months now.
Merlin's paint job on this.
Yeah, he does. He did a
Pretty
good
good.
job. Yeah. Because
It really does help the game.
Aren't you usually green?
That mess of darkness.
It's too much work.
Horizon.
I thought I was brown.
You're
They're
brown.
yellow.
I thought Igneous was brown. You're right.
I was red.
You should write it down.
Black and red, yeah.
I am brown. Because then when I get off my pig, I become yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other is
it's a
you
brown
don't have
and
one.
Brown and
yellow.
yellow?
My
That reminds me of something.
That's
There's
more
a
so
Coldplay
I don't
song,
have one.
Coldplay song,
That's why you
Yellow.
don't have
Coldplay Yellow. Who's yellow?
It's all yellow.
one. And Ziego is on the black pig.
Ziego.
Which makes no sense.
I thought he was on Super.
Where's your owl?
No, Super Pig was that one cousin of
One-off character.
yeah. Which may or may not
Owl
appear in
is
the campaign
inside my
later
feathers.
in the summer.
What?
Which will probably get our own campaign later in the summer. You know how well I hold.
Do we
up.
get a medal for destroying all of Norcor?
Yeah, what's our goal here?
Yeah. Your is to
Wipe them out.
extinct the
Eradic-
fungus. Yeah, extinct the fungus.
Genocide.
How
It's
about
not
this?
real nature. I'm like, it's got
As an artificer, you invent air conditioning,
Right.
and then we'll just put them all around.
Is
Oh yeah, can I roll for air conditioning?
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for air conditioning.
Set up air conditioners all inside, all around the caves.
Like a hockey
That's
rig. Look at that.
Yeah.
what would I add to this? My arcane? No, probably not. Okay.
Yeah. We should do that.
Can we
Maybe
flood
We
magic
should
it?
go ice skating.
What?
Can we flood it and
Magic
then
air
freeze it?
conditioner?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Probably straight up intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we flood this?
That'd be a 15. Would be
But
cool.
you should learn how to do stuff. But no, it
What
doesn't
are you
work.
good for? You can't make stuff.
I know.
He can do the thing. Every time I say do the thing, he does the thing.
I think he forgets to do the thing.
No, he can do it.
I should craft magical air conditioning. what do people use to power magical crafts?
Maintain.
No, that's
That'd be
a
power
that's
stuff.
alone time. That's bedroom time.
Create create a whole bunch of little cubes to cast Mage Hand and push on things, and you use them like pistons.
Could you do something like that?
Sure.
Just get goblins.
Mage Hand is
turning
very,
them over.
very
Versatile.
versatile, multi-use.
Alright, let's go in and kill things.
Yes.
Wait, does green flame do fire damage? Because that'll change things.
Amius just texted us.
Wait, it might. It might do.
Fire is
It
bad.
says
Amius
no.
will not be here.
Oh.
Oh, he gave up.
Oh, shame. Well, we'll see him. We'll see him 2 weeks.
It is fire damage.
Oh, that's a problem.
Just do booming thunder.
Yeah.
Is thunder bad on them?
Thunder's not a problem.
Oops.
What? What did you respond with?
I received a risque picture and I changed my.
It might not be on.
What?
It's not on. It's not on.
Oh,
The only camera that sees you is that one, but it's from an angle. So
yeah. So
Yeah,
probably consider
we're
it
not
full.
seeing
Yeah.
the.
And we still know about it now because now it's on
Ryan, I'll
Saturday.
stop sending them.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Graham, you can send those over not like that. That'd be great.
if yours was on camera, then I had a bunch that were on camera in the past.
And I was gonna reply and thought, well, what is this on camera? I should probably
Do
just
these things heal?
turn my screen off.
They don't heal, do they?
It's always it's always the unsolicited pics, man.
So I want to
Hurts.
unsolicited pictures.
Yeah.
It's dick pics.
No, they're not. Well, sometimes they are.
Surprise! It's really bad when you're at your desk, you know, chatting with your boss and bing! Oops, that's my Facebook window. Let me just close that.
Right, so we're here. Are we in this? We enter here, or
You're outside this place, actually.
Oh, we're
But
still
that's where
outside.
you'll enter, yes.
what do we need to decide?
I don't know, were you going to ask me more questions on the army that's been fighting,
I don't think we found any.
abilities,
It says
anything like
consider
that?
invisibility. We understand that. So far.
Could be all like, well, we fought these things before, so we
It dies on
warned you
regular
guys
stuff.
because
Just dies on regular.
we're fancy
damage.
adventurers.
Doesn't die on regular damage. Just like it's.
Yeah. But whenever they die, they turn into a patch of fungus. And then if there's any heat, they can respawn.
Right.
Do they respawn without heat or with the fungus patches? We can leave the
Eventually
fungus
they
patches,
will.
right?
Eventually, like in a day. Right?
Does it take a day?
Depends on if they're in the shade or not. Slower if they're in the shade.
That makes sense. Photosynthesis. Science.
Science.
Blimey.
Wow.
No, it's not photosynthesis so much as it's just heat based.
Or are they consuming organic matter?
Just
What was that?
So no form on it.
Where are they getting the?
My little
Oh.
dude off my pencil.
You should drop this in the elven forest and it eats all the trees.
Eats all the trees.
Why would you do that?
He can do it, not me.
Absolutely not.
He wants to kill
We
trees
have to save the trees.
and
Why-
rabbits
why-
and
yeah.
small
The elves are
animals.
gonna go on our health.
Doesn't matter. We
The
have to
elves
save the trees.
are dickheads.
Oh man, do you know that the McMen have a big plan to burn down the entire forest?
No.
What?
Just so you know, that's the thing you might want to prevent in the future.
Why do they want to do
All
that?
right.
Because they're going to attack the wood elves, and they figure burning down the forest is the easiest way
They're
to do
covered,
it.
yeah.
Maybe we should have mapped their.
Well, we'll take on the men after this.
Let's
Yeah,
go
alright,
kill
let's
these
go.
fungi.
Once we get all our 6 luckies, we'll take them.
Oh God, 6.
How about we go set up some fire barriers? For
Have you guys ever
No.
run into flumps in this world?
Flump?
Flumps.
Yeah.
Have
No.
I don't know if these
What's
guys
a
know.
flump?
what is it?
I
No.
like
Because
flumps.
she has a chance for summon flump when she wild magics.
Oh,
Is it like a snipe?
it's like a.
If you go snipe
It's like
hunting?
a.
What the hell
I'll
is
show you.
this?
You just look it up.
I don't have
Just
any
look it up.
flump minis. I
Yeah.
always use the.
Are these things in
They're
the
like Pokemon.
Underdark?
Yeah.
They're like intelligent creatures in the Underdark that are pretty very neutral, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or even friendly.
Yeah.
Well,
friendly.
friendly, yes. They're lawful good. They're very low challenge rating, but they're intelligent humanoids. They're not humanoids, but they're intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're fun. They're fun to say.
I'm surprised you can't be one. Well,
If you just wanted to be lame.
lame.
Lame. So they move kind of slow.
They're what did it say?
They just float around.
They fly.
Yes, they hover.
They fly.
Same thing.
They're kind of slow. Alright, so what's the plan for going in the cave?
Women and children first.
What if we just go?
I mean, children
How about that?
We could just go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Line us up, let's go.
let's do it.
Who's gonna lead?
Grotug.
Let's do it.
Should Grotug rage first? I'm a fan that Grotug rages now rather than later.
No, because it will
No,
just go away if there's
No,
no battle.
because I can't, I
And
get,
then she'll waste it.
Yeah.
you want me to knock you first then? I mean, you know.
Yeah, if she can hit
I
you.
can rage and I can hit you.
Think she
Every
should set her
turn.
head on fire again?
Yeah.
I would like to go next, please.
Alright.
Why didn't I go next?
Then probably Lander's another tank.
I'm the better tech.
Yeah.
Wait, you have a pig now, right? You're under pig?
Yeah, where's your...
Which one are you?
I'm the superior tank.
I'm gonna say-
That one.
The tangy one.
Tank level 2.
Then get up front.
I have to
Someone
be up
already
front because I
claimed.
have superior dark vision.
I also have superior dark vision.
Oh, do you
Mine's
really?
Slightly more superior.
I can't
Yours
see
is
that.
Slightly more spirit.
That looks good to me.
How many,
Superior
how
dark
many of those
vision is just 60
superior
feet, so
dice do you
30.
have?
No.
How many superior dice do you have?
Superior
Wait.
dark vision is 60 feet.
You didn't bring your owl?
Oh yeah, where's
Yeah,
your
I
owl?
refuse to go
It's
in.
in my wings.
It's in your wing.
Yeah. I protect
Send,
him.
you want to set him up?
He's in my wings. He'll come out when he needs to.
I'm
Well-
gonna rank that down though.
It's 60
Go fly
feet.
around
Bag
somewhere. Let's see
holding
what's up. Let's see what's up there.
Yes. It'll happen eventually.
Go tell me there's something around the corners that I can kill.
Because I can make
then I'll
unlimited
rage right
bag
now.
holding bombs. Or red-
Bag of holding box, yes.
Yeah, unlimited.
Yeah.
It's fun. It takes me like one per day, pretty much.
Alright. And yeah, pretty much one per day.
If I have enough time, I can make bombs. Because it just takes an action to turn an object into an infusion.
And you can do it over and over and over?
Pretty sure.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was only at the end of a long rest.
I will look.
Okay. But I might be thinking of Steel Defenders.
Oh yeah, make some of those.
I can't.
He chose
That's a
wrong.
different subclass.
He chose wrong.
I am the steel defender.
I am the Steel Defender.
That's your nickname you gave yourself?
No.
And that's where you line up. You're noticing that this is not indeed a cave, but some kind of constructed underground fortress.
Ooh.
There's no door though, it's been knocked off the hinges, it's lying at your feet. Just inside the cave mouth though, everything's covered in fungus.
Huh.
Entire area here is fungus.
That's a lot of work to clean up.
It's gonna be a lot of cleanup. And then some fungus guys come around the corner. Just gotta pause for dramatic effect. Don't worry.
Your vision's a little better than yours.
So everybody's gonna roll for initiative.
Here we go. Roll high.
I'm gonna keep that.
Why do you throw that at me?
I'm gonna,
15 plus 8, 23.
I actually want to keep it.
Did you roll
no!
Yeah, what'd you get?
See?
2.
Do I get to keep the ones? Do I get to keep the one that actually landed on the floor?
Yeah, probably.
This is also why I'm
Well, I don't know.
because you're
Should
always
I-
behind me.
I'll
I
go
mean,
20.
Rolls against that.
You manage your
I
budget.
2, but I have +1 on my initiative, so I have 3.
I naturally rolled 3.
21.
You gotta cheat,
Yeah,
guys.
I should be like,
Mine's a natural 3. I don't need no buffs to get there.
Oh no, I'm just at a
I'm gonna
dexterity
make it
rate,
one
so that's
roll
just
initiative.
I do.
Just 20.
Do you know what to do now?
No, 18.
It's still naturally 3.
Exactly.
Still naturally 3.
18 for Darkon.
You're always low.
50 plus 3.
My initiative always sucks.
I think
What is yours?
Karasi's at 3. Lane is at 2.
There is no 2 on there, is there?
There is
2
no
and 3, yeah.
You're below scale.
I like last time when I got 25.
Sure. That was the last time I rolled well.
Where were you in that? You were on the bottom in that battle too.
Well, there,
Put them next to each other on 3-2.
but I'm forced. That's what's important.
Oh, you're 4. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I am 3. No, it's like I am before.
She's a
Yes,
3.
Boy,
I'm a
Lander
2.
came and fits
So
it.
Karasi 3, Lander 4. 2. Put them just on the same thing.
Yeah.
Don't put Karasi on 4 because there might be a monster on 4 that gets to go before Karasi.
Did you roll for your monsters?
Yeah, I got 1. So,
I said now we're
so
having.
Diego, you go first.
Out here?
The
Feels good to be at the bottom.
space fungus seem to be shambling forward. Yeah, you should just call him medium. Seem to be shambling forward without having noticed you.
Oh.
Do you get any special bonuses if they don't notice you?
How can they not notice him?
Is it a surprise?
They know.
That's
They pulled you.
I don't think so. But I mean, if I were to use frostbite, I don't even have to roll because they have to do the saving throw. for
Right.
That.
It's just rude.
It's not wrong.
Doesn't mean it's nice.
Wait, have you fought the space fungus before?
No,
Oh.
I don't know.
Don't
they
do
should
fire
fill you in
damage.
now.
Yeah.
Don't do any fire damage.
Yeah,
Everything
fill
else
me
works
in.
just fine.
Fill me in.
If you overkill the fire damage, a patch spawns on the ground. It burns immediately, causing another one to spawn.
So don't overkill them with fire.
Yeah, and when in doubt, go up and just
Hit
cantrip frost.
Yeah.
Ray of
Cold is
Frost
gonna be
kills
the
them.
best.
But normal damage will turn them into a patch of fungus, and then you can deal with that later.
Oh, okay. Well, then I do. Wait. Do we want to attack this group?
Yes,
Or
we
let
just
it
need to
see if it
kill.
goes by.
And we have to kill all of them.
All right. I'll do.
Well, the reason they're not attacking us is because they are stunned.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I'll do frostbite on the first one closest to me. So you make a con save.
Do I remember how much health these have?
Where-
I don't think it was a lot.
It wasn't a lot. I'm just wondering how much.
Yeah, it's 15 now.
That's higher than I thought.
Yeah. Right, I'm making con save.
Yep.
I feel it's like 15, 30, 60.
I got 14.
That'll fail.
I failed, so I take some damage.
Yeah, Frost
Yes.
is there.
Take damage, and you have disadvantage on your next attack.
Okay.
7 cold damage.
7 cold damage and disadvantage.
Well, it's 14.
I thought it took like damage and a half on cold.
Do they take double damage?
Yeah.
Oh, they do. They do.
Oh,
It's still not
Okay.
dead though.
It's still, how much? Okay.
It has 1 hit point left.
Well,
And
even
disadvantage on the save.
well, even if it attacks, it has disadvantage now. So that's helpful.
That's very much helpful. Yeah, no, I forgot about the cold one already. You're right. Yeah, so double damage on cold.
We don't
Yeah,
forget
hit everything
things.
with cold if you can.
We don't forget.
That's the only thing I have that's cold. So.
And that leaves Darkon. Fireball.
So you can't.
No!
Is there fungus on the
What do
ground?
you got?
Yes, there's fungus on the ground inside the cave.
Everywhere there's fungus.
Yes. So I don't have to keep track of it.
Right in front of the cantrip, Ray of Frost. So,
Okay. I'm just gonna push you over here
I
eventually.
can
Get a
see
good angle.
everybody.
Yeah. And do you want to shoot the
He's
front
only
one
got
with
one
one
left.
hit point, or do you want to shoot?
Yeah, don't
one of
waste
the
it on
others?
that one because it will do disadvantage. Do it on another one.
Alright, the one that's right there.
Okay.
19 plus 80 hits, so it's 2d8.
2d8 cold.
11.
So it becomes 22 and wipes him out. And indeed, he turns into a patch of fungus on top of the patch of fungus.
Oh no, what does that do?
Nothing.
Okay.
Double fungus.
But it means it's harder to clear up afterwards. But
Okay.
you know that'll be in the
Alright,
battles over part.
and I'm not gonna have Oscar charge. He's done.
Okay. They're in Groteg.
Really? Okay.
Which one are you, Grandad?
Purple.
Is that purple?
Okay. Can I see anything?
Yeah, you can see 2 guys there,
Can you charge him?
Who can I know the guy with the ring and that's
and
it.
the guy on the diagonal, because the other guy's kind of behind the wall, but you can see those 2.
Do you want to charge?
No, I mean, I can't do a whole lot of damage on it.
Why?
I think I'm just gonna go hit the guy on the diagonal behind the guy with the ring.
So like that?
No,
Yeah, but
the
I'm
other
gonna probably stay around.
Oh. You're gonna stay where
So
you
that
are?
guy right there, oops,
Yeah.
that guy right there. Oh, can you see? That
Yep.
guy right there.
Yep.
Can I just throw a longbow at him? Let's go ahead.
You just want to throw
I just want to shoot a longbow at him.
You're gonna shoot a longbow. I mean, why are you throwing longbow? I mean, you're a barbarian. You're totally allowed to do that. But you're just gonna shoot a longbow at him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Like you put the longbow in another bow and you're shooting.
You're throwing a longbow. You're throwing the gun.
I'm gonna guess it hits.
Can you roll a
15.
D4?
Does a 15 hit?
Yeah.
Still one.
A 15 hits, so I'm gonna go ahead and do
What else?
7,
I have to roll for my
8 points of damage.
8
Okay.
points of damage.
Oh,
And do you
yeah.
get to shoot a longbow twice?
I'm not gonna like it.
I don't know. Well, I have files, yeah, second attack, right?
Is she proficient with it?
So,
or-
yeah, I'll go
Do you
ahead
get
and
proficiency?
again.
Probably not.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't do that
Proficient
with.
on longbows?
No. I'm not. I don't think so. Why?
I don't know. It's a question.
Why? How do I
Yeah.
know if I'm proficient with the longbow?
What are your overall weapon proficiencies based on your class? And I don't know well enough.
Is it finesse? Is it longer finesse?
Yeah,
Is a longbow.
but it's a martial weapon.
Oh, yes, then I am. Then, oh,
Yeah,
so
she's
what am I
Proficient on all
adding?
martial weapons.
What am
So
I?
your proficiency and your dexterity.
Yeah, that's what I'm adding.
Okay. Yeah, and so you definitely get 2 shots.
So I'll go ahead and see if I can
I
hit
think she'd
again.
still get 2 shots.
I don't know. She doesn't have to.
She
She
would?
definitely does. I don't know.
So it's 13 a hit.
Yes, 13 is a hit.
And
Wow. Is that almost a hit?
with
No, it's
Six.
definitely a hit, but
6.
almost not.